Hi and welcome to another exciting episode of the Property Show. It is said timing is everything. When it comes to investing in new property developments, the early bird catches the worm. Today, we focus on the pros and cons of buying property off-plan. Buying property off-plan means you're buying something you can neither see nor touch. You are essentially buying into a promise. Very interesting. We'll also share legal advice on this subject matter.
There, what you do is to check that this is somebody who has a track record. If they've completed projects before, in all likelihood they could complete this one as well.
As well as a conversation with Fusion Capital, a seasoned developer in the region.
The beauty of buying off-plan is you get significant discount, and when you're dealing with a tried and tested developer, then you're in a very good position. And there's a huge market, and there are developers in this market who we can qualify as tried and tested and can be relied upon when it comes to off-plan selling or buying of properties.
The Accessory Spot highlights durable, unique and elegant furniture for your space. Later on, we'll catch up with a passionate young man on his renter's experience as well as his take on home ownership. You don't want to miss any of this. Let's get rolling. As always, there is something for everyone. We have seen a growing number of people are now buying property off-plan. I can confidently say buying a house or an apartment before it's built requires you to go in with your eyes open. A good starting point is to understand the dynamics. Today, it's all about buying property off-plan. First, let's look at what's available in the market. Later on, I'll be sharing my thoughts on these subjects.
Moon Valley, Dubai-style apartments. Inspired by the glorious designs in Dubai, Moon Valley are sophisticated and aesthetically pleasing residences nestled in the heart of Kilaleshwa. The residences are situated in a quiet locale with easy access to schools, hotels and restaurants, sports park and transportation services and shopping malls. With state-of-the-art amenities, Moon Valley offers 1, 2 and 3 bedroom plus a separate bedroom. General accommodation includes living room. The inviting, spacious, cozy space exudes a spectacular ambience. The bay windows shed natural light to the spacious room. Floor finishing is modern and of high quality with cable TV and internet-ready ports. A perfect setting to entertain your guests and make them feel at home. They may never want to leave. A separate visitor's cloakroom. The modern kitchen offers an exemplary, inviting and relaxed setting. From the shiny marble countertops, painted and glazed cabinets to the magnificent view, all arranged, this modern-styled kitchen design creates the perfect environment for all who desire a spacious and equipped kitchen. Laundry area, DSQ, master bedroom. It incorporates a full-size sitting area combined with a serene view, all of which provide a restful, peaceful and habitable place. Master bathroom. Spacious bedrooms, cozy and comfortable rooms also feature inbuilt wardrobes, bathroom with a large shower and balcony. Lifestyle. Moon Valley offers modern-style apartments with exceptional and inviting niches With easy access to high-tech fitness center, gym enables each resident to carry out their everyday workouts within. Residents and children can enjoy a swim in the child-friendly heated swimming pool. The swimming area also offers a perfect view to enjoy the sunset. Families can hold barbecues on the lush gardens, combined with a children's playground that features slides and swings, which makes it an ideal family gathering area. Amenities include 24-hour security, perimeter wall, electric fence, landscape gardens, 2 high-speed lifts fitted on every block. The full backup generator, which switches on automatically, is connected to all apartments and common areas. Solar water heating, CCTV surveillance provided for the residents, video intercom, cable TV, and internet ready. Moon Valley welcomes you to ultra-modern living.
Next, Bandari Apartments Phase 2, located in the heart of South Sea with appealing designs. Let's have a look.
Bandari Apartments Phase 2 is strategically located 5 kilometers from the Nairobi city center near Bellevue Cinema within the quiet neighborhood of South Sea Estate. The exquisite apartments comprise of 192 units, 3-bedroom in a controlled and gated community. The 3 bedrooms have a plinth area of Type A, 169 square meters, and Type B, 168 square meters. Accommodation includes spacious lounge cum dining opening to the balcony, open plan kitchen fitted with MDF high and low level cabinets and granite worktop, pantry, laundry yard, ensuite domestic staff quarter, all ensuite bedrooms fitted with MDF wardrobes and visitors cloakroom. Salient features include perimeter wall, underground and overhead storage water tanks, internet connectivity, Cabra-paved driveways, common areas power backup generator, excellent landscaping, children play area, and ample parking.
I think the first thing that people should do is a due diligence of the developer. We've had cases in the market where developers are taking away money from investors, and so we emphasize that it is good to look at the developer that you're working with. So once you've confirmed the developer is good, then you can proceed to make the payments. I would wish to welcome everyone, an investor, anyone who's looking to invest, anyone who's looking into an apartment to buy and stay in. I welcome them into Bandari Apartments Phase 2. We assure you of quality services. We assure you that you're going to get a product that is acceptable into the market. And the developer and the team that we are working with, they are people who've been in the industry for some time, and therefore we will not have any shortcuts. We will give what we have assured the buyers.
Next, Amani Ridge, a masterpiece design. Let's watch.
Amani Ridge is an impeccable modern development in a desirable prime location of Syokimau, with a master layout plan to give you that easy and luxurious living. These apartments are setting new standards for the middle classes while offering the best in class amenities with its excellent spacing and beautiful architectural design. Amani Ridge lies in a 1,365 square feet area with spacious 3-bedroom apartments plus ADSQ. Phase 1 of 40 units to be completed by February 2017. The show house is ready for viewing. Accommodation includes generously sized living area, spacious dining room, open-plan kitchen, floor-to-ceiling cupboards, huge windows and a balcony, and all bedrooms are en suite. Salient features include high perimeter wall, electric fencing, 24-hour security, ample parking space, borehole, backup power generator, and Cabra-paved walkways.
Karibu Homes Phase 3 for a better home, better living.
Karibu Homes, located in Athi River Town, is a development dedicated to providing hardworking families with affordable, well-constructed homes in thriving communities. Karibu Homes have both standard and superior living options. The Athi homes have standard finishes with common features including open-plan living room and dining area, steel casement windows and brass curtain fittings, kitchen with inbuilt cupboards and an adjacent utility area with Dobby sink, master bedroom ensuite and other bedrooms share a tiled bathroom, built-in wardrobes and enhanced finishes. The Tana homes have superior finishes with common features such as attractive open-plan living and dining room, kitchen and utility area, ceramic tile floors, steel casement windows and master bedroom ensuite, separate shared tiled bathroom and shower, built-in wardrobes, and enhanced finishes.
Finally, Crest Park, a stunning and spacious development.
Crest Park is a prestigious, affordable and elegant off-plan project consisting of 2- and 3-bedroom apartments located along Dennisprit Road in Kilimani near Yaya Center. The amenities in the apartments include a spacious lounge, an open-plan kitchen leading to the dining area, an ensuite master bedroom, a balcony giving a magnificent view, and high-speed lifts. These salient features include guards at the gate 24 hours a day, a well-manicured lawn, children's play area, an outdoor gym, outdoor sound system, an intercom, CCTV security cameras at every entrance, underground water tank with a holding capacity of 400,000 liters, a children and adult swimming pool, 1 parking slot per unit, and Cabra-paved drive-through. The apartments have been designed to provide space and comfort, creating harmony and improving the quality of life. The project is expected to be completed by June 2017.
Let's get some counsel from the legal experts.
Off-plan buying, I think, is one of the most challenging sort of transactions that one would get into. Why? Because when you go to the physical site, you may not find a house, or you will not find a house. And what the seller ordinarily has is a set of plans. Yeah. So as a clever buyer, what you then do is look at the plans, confirm that indeed they represent the sort of property that you would be looking to buy in terms of the size of the house and perhaps the way it is designed. Then you know, look at the elevations and see that in terms of the physical appearance of the property, it represents what you would be looking for. Then look at all the approvals. Yeah, ask for the approvals. Have they got building approvals from the county government? Have they got development approval from the county government? Have the architectural plans been approved? Engineering plans been approved? Do they have NEMA approval? So you look at the whole range of approvals and confirm that all of them are in place and that they have been approved accordingly.
And as well, you need to check who is providing finances for the project.
Yes, I agree, because how deep the pockets of the developer is very key. Yeah, I could tell you I'm building this nice thing here, it's properly designed, but at the end of the day, if I don't have the funding, then it's a problem. So there, what you do is to check that this is somebody who has a track record. If they've completed projects before, in all likelihood they could complete this one as well. So if they have a track record, then you could be dealing with a property that is likely to be completed. Now then, in your contract for purchase of the property, it should have provisions on the building of the property, how long it will take, when it will be completed, a clause requiring the developer to consult you if they want any variations done on the property, because remember, you're buying on the basis of the plans that you saw. So if there are going to be any variations, then you should be consulted or notified that there will be variations.
What recourse does a buyer have if a developer does not meet their obligations, and if you buy from maybe a developer who has since gone under? What recourse do we have?
I think that's an interesting question, because if going back to the contract, I think contract really is the basis of a good transaction. If you have a transaction that provides for events of default, and one that says if the developer defaults, this is what is going to happen, then you should be okay. And one of the things it should say is that there will be a refund of the funds. Yeah, and there should be a refund of the funds together with interest. Now, where a developer is insolvent, then you know there might be a bit of a challenge, because then what it would happen to you is that you would form part of his creditors. You know, you form a pool of creditors, and you would then have to be paid from whatever assets there are, shared pro rata with the rest of the creditors. So that's a bit of a challenge,
and it takes long.
Yes, that would take a bit of time. So the best thing is, before you get into any dealings with a developer, ensure that he has a track record, and preferably that he is one with deep pockets, or one who has concluded or assured financing.
A lot of home buyers want a fast and quick purchase, and that's why I feel they are very gullible. Now that we have a case we are seeing and reading every day, what should those buyers do?
Take your time. Yeah, you know, buying a house is not like buying a meal. You know, that you walk into the restaurant and the meal by 3 o'clock is sold out. No, I mean, houses will be there today, houses will be there tomorrow, and it really must take time to conclude a transaction relating to the purchase of real property. And where you find that there's a lot of pressure, particularly from maybe an agent who's insisting you must buy and buy today, otherwise if you don't buy, the property will not be available because I have too many people willing to buy the property, then perhaps you should let that one go and wait for another one, because there will always be a better property coming up. Many times you find yourself, you've bought a home, in 3 years you're thinking, maybe it's not too good, maybe I should move on to another one. So there will always be another house. So don't be rushed. Just take your time and let due process follow.
And what are the legal costs associated in purchasing a property?
They are a number. I think most material would be stamp duty. Stamp duty is a tax that is paid and is based on the value of the property. The rate for properties within the cities or the towns is 4%, and the rate for properties outside of cities and towns is 2% of the value of the property. So that is a significant cost. The other one a buyer would be expected to pay would be valuation costs, which we had talked about previously. Have the property valued, there will be a fee payable to a valuer. Sometimes you may have agency fees paid to an estate agent. If, for example, you're engaged an estate agent to find your house, then there will be a fee payable to that. So
that's a finder's fee?
Yeah, finder's fee payable to the estate agent. Then beyond that, when it comes to the legal work, you find that there's the legal fees that will be payable to the lawyer for the due diligence, for the preparation of the contract, for the registration of the transfer, and that whole process. So there will be a legal fee that will be agreed upon between you and the lawyer who's doing the due diligence for you.
We are taking a short break. When we come back, catch a conversation with Fusion Capital, a seasoned developer in the region, on their take of buying property off plan.
What the buyers want assurance on is that ultimately
the development will be delivered. Within the expected timelines.
Within the expected timeline and within the quality that you had promised.
The Accessory Spot, with unique furniture for your space. And a passionate young man renters experience.
To the young people in the universities, I want to encourage them that with hard work and proper education, they are able to rise up to be people who can think critically, people who can be able to express themselves well. And because of that, they can be able to acquire good jobs, and with these good jobs, they'll be able to get enough money to be able to own homes and even to rent homes of their dreams.
Don't go away. Welcome back. You're watching your one-stop show on all things property. Next, a conversation with Fusion Capital, a leading real estate developer in the region. Today we are looking at the pros and cons of buying and selling property off plan. We'll get insights from Fusion Capital, a real estate investment and private equity firm, on their success story as developers and how they have managed to sell their projects off plan. Karibu sana on the show.
Thank you very much, Nancy.
Give us an overview of Fusion Capital and what you're doing and how you're changing the real estate landscape.
Well, thank you, Nancy. So Fusion Capital is a private equity company. We manage funds from international investors and deploy it in real estate and a bit of it in private equity. At the moment, about 70% of our funds are invested in real estate across East Africa. We also do fund management for local investors. So those will be people investing between $1 million to no limit. Who would want the money exposed in various investment schemes. We do that under our fund management arm, which is a regulated entity by Capital Markets Authority, but also regulated in the UK by the Financial Conduct Authority. But mainly in East Africa, we are really known for real estate at the moment, and we have properties across the region that anyone can see and touch. It's been a 10-year journey. The first 5 years mainly investing in small and medium enterprises, and then we developed, or we increased that and moved into real estate, where we invest in real estate ranging from 300 billion shillings currently to about 4 billion shillings, which are the sizes of the investments that we've made across the region.
Which are your flagship projects?
In Nairobi, Upper Hill, we have two projects that are very well known in this market. So one is 4th Avenue Towers, which is a development that is on sale on a floor-by-floor basis. And in Upper Hill, you also have Flamingo Towers, which is an 18-floor development that is currently letting. And ultimately, the intention is to sell it as a yield investment. But also very well known in the region is Kigali Heights, which was launched in December. By Rwanda standards, it's one of the biggest private investment development, but also regionally, it stands out, seated right across the Kigali Convention Center. It's currently nearly fully let. On the retail side is 100% let. On the office side is about 75% let. And so on average, you're way above 75% occupied. The intention is to soon put it into the market and sell it again as a yield investing, and these will be exposed to fund managers, not only in East Africa, but in South Africa, Europe, and Asia.
Let's talk about the residential market. What do you have in that space?
In residential, we've done quite a bit. I think early last year we did exit a development we had invested in Athi River, known as Graceland Athi River. We have investment in Nakuru, what we call Monty Apartments in Nakuru, Kiamunyi area. In Mombasa, Marina Creekside, which is again currently almost in its completion phase, and again selling on a unit by unit basis. But we have other planned developments. We have a 100-acre piece of land in Ruiru, neighboring Tatu City, which is master planned for about 379 units. The intention was to master plan and then offload it. So those are some of the things that we've done on the residential space. We are currently looking at new opportunities in Rwanda and in Kampala. In Kampala, we do have a residential investment in Bukoto area. They are furnished and currently being operated as furnished apartment. Another development that will probably be known to you is in Meru. We are currently, we've just completed the fundraising for a mixed-use development that will again entail retail, office, and residential that again will be out for sale very soon.
But it's also the biggest in Meru.
It is the biggest private investment in Meru. So over the last 4 years of devolution, now fifth year of devolution, I think it's the biggest private investment. It's going to be about 3.2 billion shillings investment. So we're very proud of what we've achieved across East Africa.
Well done, well done.
Thank you.
I know that you're dealing with cemetery investment.
Right.
Please talk about it.
Well, cemetery investment is an interesting investment, and we see it as part of the real estate. Ultimately, when you have lived, you will need to go and live somewhere else, and that's in a grave. And so we have invested in a 64-acre piece of land on the Nairobi-Nakuru Road. Is going to deliver about 35,000 burial sites. And the idea is to basically provide a decent burial place for people. Today, I think you struggle with burial sites, and a lot of it we've just relied on government. And as we've noted over the last few years, it's been difficult even for government to deliver decent burial sites, and so we saw it as a window, as an opportunity, and we are going to deliver it. Actually, the intention is to break ground within this year. We are a minority shareholder in this investment. It's being sponsored by Alliance Capital Partners and a vehicle known as Peponi Investment. The cemetery will be branded as Gates of Pearl.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Our topic today is the pros and cons of buying property off plan. I know as a developer you have sold a lot of your projects off plan. What's your take on this model?
Well, it's a great model, but then we have to be honest and agree that not everybody can do it. We have had some serious mistakes that have been made by some of the developers in this market. Where property is sold out and the company goes under, and that becomes the end of the story. The beauty of buying off plan is you get significant discount, and when you're dealing with a tried and tested developer, then you're in a very good position, and you will also have the opportunity to offload the property either in the course of the development. So towards the end, you can then decide, prices have gone up, I've achieved my markup, I'm happy to sell the property. And that's the beauty. And there's a huge market, and there are developers in this market who we can qualify as tried and tested and can be relied upon when it comes to off-plan selling or buying of properties. But then on the other side, we've had experiences where you put in deposits and either the development never takes off or the company goes under. And that's usually mainly because development has several components in it. One is financing, two is statutory approvals. And if some of those things are not checked before you start pre-selling, then there's a possibility that when you go on the ground and start development, you get to a point where you really can't proceed, and you're stuck with people's money. It becomes very difficult. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And what have you done in your case?
Well, what you realize with Fusion Capital, a lot of our developments are self-funded. So we do put in significant equity in our projects, up to 50%. The balance comes from the bank. And by the time you're having a 50% equity funded project, it becomes very easy to source debt funding. And that takes out a lot of risk as far as completion is concerned. You're not having to deal with financing challenges. And so you're assured of delivery within the period that you promised your buyers. And that, I think, has put us ahead of many developers. And I think what the buyers want assurance on is that ultimately
the development will be delivered.
Within
the expected timelines.
Within the expected timeline and within the quality that you had promised. So we've learned the discipline of not over-promising on both quality and time, but then we've ensured that we deliver on both aspects.
Property off-plan is one of the easiest and cheapest ways to get onto the property ladder. At First Avenue, we have a collection of off-plan projects and would be delighted to advise you on your property needs. Next, the Accessory Spot for that luxurious, distinctive and stylish piece. Let's have a look.
Queen Peaks, offering simply unique and elegant designs without compromising functionality or durability. Driven by superior hardwood furniture craftsmanship, simply elegant designs and excellent customer service, Queen Peaks Furniture has emerged as the leading furniture designer and manufacturer of the past decade. Queen Peaks has thrived in delivering stunning locally made furniture to both local and overseas customers. Queen Peaks hires only the most passionate, skilled and experienced craftsmen who use only the highest quality raw materials to create extremely innovative, high quality and unique designs second to none.
Sirocco Lifestyle is a boutique home accessory. We're purely selling online, but we do allow in-working clients. We have a showroom in our office where we can allow our clients to come in to check what they like. The home products we have are mostly like home decors, like vases. We have cushions for the chairs, the wall arts, some baby products.
Yeah, we've started measuring into baby products. We do import our products, mostly from China, and our baby products are from UK.
What would you like to see on this segment? Is it kitchen pieces, bedroom pieces, lounge area pieces, or other accessories? Let us know and we'll bring it on. Next, let's catch up with Brian on his renter's experience.
I must admit that I started this experience 4 years ago when I just left the School of Accountancy and got my first job in Nairobi. Yeah, and so that is when I started renting my house. But the journey, I can say that this journey has been both sweet and sour. Sweet in the sense that I can be able to find a good place where I can be able to rest at the end of the day after a very long day of practicing as an accountant. Yeah, and sour in the sense that I have to part with a substantial amount of money at the end of every month to pay for this nice and good place where I just come and find myself in at the end of the day. This is not my dream home, but it's a place that I admire, and I thank God for now. My dream home will be a residential villa, and it will be a courtyard where we are around 3 or 4 people. Yeah, I like the fact that we shall be together in a court, because personally, I've been born and raised in the village, and you see, those days we were raised in a family where all of us used to be in one homestead, and so where I am right now, the picture is not reflective. But moving forward, I would want to be in a place where we are around 3 or 4, and in a house that is spacious enough, a house with a big living room, with around 4 or 5 bedrooms, and with a nice garden area where I can be able to rest with my children and even my wife after a very long day of work and service. Just like I said, that the journey started 4 years ago, and during that time I had not known much about how to get the right house and where to get the right house. And so what I did, I just made a stroll over, and definitely I was able to find this place, and I loved it. There are many things I would change. One, I would go for a house that is spacious enough. As you can see, this house, well, it is very beautiful, it is very nice, but the living room is not as spacious as I would want to be. And I'd also go for a living room that can accommodate many people, because I believe that I am a man of the people, and there are many people who come and want to have a very good environment with them. And so because of that, I would go for a very large living room, and also a very good compound where I can just go and rest at the end of the day. I really do believe that it is important we look for options, and most importantly, we need to engage a professional who will be able to advise us on the best properties, where they can be found, and even the surrounding of that particular area. I think that is very critical, but I missed it at that point. I can say that the journey has been very good, of course encountered with some challenges, and the key challenges, especially in a rental house, is one, sometimes the owners of these houses do not engage professionals to help them maintain the houses. For example, you have a problem with water, there is a water shortage, then you have to take a lot of time, calling, and they keep on telling you they're sending somebody to come and fix the water challenge. So I think they need to engage professionals who are hands-on, so that in the event there is a problem, in the event there is a shortage of something, those guys, professionals and highly qualified people, can be able to come and fix the problem in real time, so that the tenants can have ample time and not really taking a lot of time to fix a very small problem. I believe that I have a primary message for the young and upcoming homeowners, and most importantly to the students who are just in the university, are on the verge of just clearing the universities and coming to the job market. One, I would want to say that every young person has the right to rent or even own a home. This right is guaranteed to them, but this right is not easily handled, or rather handed to them. Why? Because this is a journey, and it's a journey that requires a struggle. It is a journey that requires focus and commitment. And so my advice is they need to focus that this will not come easily. There's a lot of finances that will be involved in the process. And so to the young people in the universities, I want to encourage them that with hard work and proper education, they are able to rise up to be people who can think critically, people who can be able to express themselves well. And because of that, they can be able to acquire good jobs. And with these good jobs, they'll be able to get enough money to be able to own homes and even to rent homes of their dreams. I'll tell them that home ownership requires huge financial investment. There are many options of financing. They can go through mortgages, they can go through savings, and so whichever way they will want to go. But I can assure them that the investment is huge enough. And so they need to think critically and they need to manage their finances very well, because it is not about home ownership. There's an aspect of keeping and maintaining your home even after owning it. And so very critical is proper financial management. And I believe with that, they can be able to have the homes of their dream and even enjoy being in those homes.
Do you have an interesting story like Brian and would like to share about your journey? Just call on us and let's inspire others. Many have asked this question: is buying off-plan a good investment option? My take is there is no doubt buying off-plan can have significant financial gains, and you are also likely to have the first pick of the best units on offer. Secondly, the value of property automatically goes up during the construction period, and most developers selling off-plan are likely to give a 30% discount for the early bird. Let's look at the negative side. It can be tricky sometimes to buy off-plan with no guarantees of what you're going to get after the project is completed. It's important to understand the contract. Fine prints often favor the developer. Working with professionals helps you. Timing can be another problem. It's advisable to pick developers with a track record. Picking a developer should be based on their experience. This makes it easier since they understand the process. Finally, a few developments are completed within stipulated timelines. Make sure you'll not be over-inconvenienced should this occur. Work with a backup plan. That's it for today, and thank you for watching. This conversation continues on our social media platforms. Keep your questions coming. See you next Sunday for another in-depth view on the property landscape. As always, there is something for everyone. Kwaheri.